So come on in, take a sip, and let's wind down on this very happy Christmas. And it is now nightfall here in Germany, as you can see behind my shoulder over here that the menorah is lit. It is day one, so happy Hanukkah. Wow, what an impressive day. I haven't seen a day like this in a long, long time. I mean, I don't know. I don't remember a time when Hanukkah started on Christmas, on the evening of Christmas Day. But for those of us who are multicultural, as far as our family is concerned and our genetic makeup is asked, it's kind of a cool thing, right? You know, to get to bring that up. And it's been so nice here too. I went downstairs earlier. As you can see here, I went and grabbed some Glühwein. It was one of the only things that was open, and it was nearing dark. And I very carefully walked both glasses back over here so I'd have them, one for the New York Times and one for the Guardian. But, well, I mean, I just did everything I could do not to spill them, but they did get a little cold. But they still taste like the season. You know, the anise, the clove, you know, everything there is just so fantastic. And I got little shots of amaretto put in mine. So, ein Schuss amaretto, bitte. So, you know, just bring out the amaretto a little bit, please. But it's been so nice answering some comments from you. You have just no idea what they mean to me. Looking over the comments that I received yesterday, which are there underneath the video, it was touching, it was heartwarming, it was fantastic. I spent a lot of time on FaceTime yesterday talking with the kids. Shotzi's back in Texas. She's working. She's doing a nursing contract right now. And so she got to be with all the kids, and it was so nice to see, you know, everybody. They're coming up, you know, they're trying to show me what they got, you know, for Christmas and so on and so forth. And my family, we do a lot of Christmas Eve stuff, and Santa comes on Christmas Day, you know, early in the morning when the kids are sleeping, so that when they wake up, Santa has come already. But it was nice to chat with them. It was great for them to send the photographs. And as you can see here, my cousin Rolf over in Heidelberg here in Germany, he decided to send me some food porn of his mother's family recipe, right? You know, for just looked like some delicious beef. And they make the little dumplings and stuff, which I can never eat because I just don't do the carbohydrates. However, I can say that if I were ever to break away from otherwise my very hard stance on what I do or don't do, that would probably be the thing that I'd want to go eat first, right? You know, but it was just so nice to hear from them. Nice to see the family. And it's nice to engage with all of you. Turns out today the Guardian doesn't have a quick for us. And so I looked around and I'm unable to ever get the Everyman to work with my browsers. But I was able to find just some random, it's called the Speedy Crossword, number 1524. So this was Sunday's output, so I guess we're going to do the Sunday grid here. I did want to share with you, though, in the New York Times today, when I finished the puzzle, I'll throw this up here so you can see, but they had a nice little animation built into a Christmas tree into the grid, which I kind of saw coming, but I never saw the actual animation there. And so when the grid was solved, it was really nice to see that this Christmas tree was there, and it was just so delightful. It was just a pleasant day all the way around. So it's super nice to have everyone here. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Christopher, and I'm delighted that you're here to solve with me. So let's go ahead and crack open this grid and see what we can do. I'd have no idea what to expect from them. I never do. So I just figured we'd just try to solve, and if we can't, well, then I'll just not get the W, and I'll take it on the chin, and we'll just laugh it off and watch candles melt. So, Reaper's Tool at 6 letters. I guess probably scythe. I mean, I imagine. Bedouin transport. Maybe let's put a camel on there, maybe. Fess up could be to admit. And huge. Wow, now this is something that I rarely ever hear. I've never used Titanic as an adjective before, but I really think I need to start doing that. Talk about being, especially if it was something that's so big and it's about to fail. What a fabulous adjective that would be if you can kind of tap into the metaphor at the same time, right? So, portray precisely, and this looks like it's just waiting to be spelled out for me here. I think we're looking at delineation. So to delineate, Old Testament prophet, I ain't gonna make anything fit in here, I think, except for Elijah. And whole number, okay. So I guess this grid's really made for me. It seems maybe slightly a bit easier than the quick. I don't know what the difference between a quick or a speedy is, but I'm not gonna say too much, just until I get through it. Perform one's ablutions. Okay, yeah, now we're starting to use some language that probably wouldn't be in like the kiddie pool, right? I mean, 1940s jazz style. Oh yeah, this would definitely not be something necessarily for the young at heart, or the weak at heart, or the faint of heart. You can take every one of those metaphors and just change it to the mind instead of the heart, right? I guess. Animals hunted for sport. I guess we're talking about big game. And lend. I don't know. Aid? I don't know what else could be in there. Lend. Wow. Epic about man's first disobedience, and I guess this is Dante Alighieri's Paradise Lost. So it's not like it's just a give me, just roll over and just do it grid, but it seems to me that the stuff in this grid is kind of made for me in a way, right? Benefits could be assets, so nice. Children's play area. I guess that could be a sandbox. And okay, so related to plants could be botanical. And stifle, 5 letters, I guess that could be to choke. And devout. Oh, I would think that would be pious. And a light, fast boat would be a cutter. Because I can't fit cigarette in there. Because cigarette boat would be light and fast. I mean, I'm thinking that's a cutter. So I guess this may be a sand pit. So yeah, that's interesting. So is it not a sandbox in the UK? Because we have sandboxes in the States. We don't have sand pits. I mean, sand pit sounds like something that would be used primarily for like a, maybe like a cement or a concrete company, right? You know, they might have a sand pit, you know, for the mixing and whatnot. I don't know, but that's interesting. I need to look that up because, I mean, sandbox I thought would be pretty near universal. I mean, it's even here in Germany, so it'd be very interesting to find out if y'all have sand pits versus boxes in the UK. That's very interesting to me. Yeah, I know I'm a dork. I got it. Even cold. The Glühwein is not bad. Ja, also eben kalt. Die Glühwein ist nicht schlecht. This is good. Okay, so we're putting cutter. Now that I've had my solver's courage. You notice when I first started doing these grids, oh gosh, it's been a while now, right? At least 3 or 4 months. It feels like I need to go back and count them, but I used to get all worked up, and now I'm a little bit more like, so I lose. I might win, but if I lose, I lose, right? You know, it's just kind of funny. It's not that I'm getting more confident. It's just that I'm just becoming less uptight about it, right? Belonging to a specific population group, and that, wow, this is great stuff. I mean, I was just talking to a neighbor about that. He actually came right out and asked me today, what it was like being ethnic. And I said, I mean, it was a conversation we were having in German, and I think, I was just like, well, I guess I really haven't thought about it much, but yeah, I guess, it's okay. They think about it. Constructed could be built. I don't have a problem. I mean, no one ever is going to ask a question that's too personal. I mean, if I don't feel like answering something because it's just something I don't wish to share, then I'll just share that. But I never get offended at anything, really. Bigots probably offend me the most of everything, but otherwise I'm easy, so easygoing. So a Spartan slave. Oh wow! I think these are helots, and we'll find out though. I was wrong about the sandbox. It's sent par avion, and yeah, okay. So I guess from the French, it must be talking about airmail. And people ask, like, what do you get out of, but if you can just, because you can speak French, what do you get out of that? I don't know. It might help me in a future grid, right? Par avion. Avion. So joy could be elation. This is great. This grid was just kind of made for me, I think, with the exception of sandpit and whatever I have miscalculated here. Golfer's goal, par. And a subtle difference. I guess we're looking for a nuance here. More French influence. And MP's first contribution to Parliament. Now this is going to be some guesswork because I don't know what an MP, a member of Parliament's first contribution to said body is, because I'm not from there. It looks like down here I've got a speech and maiden speech. I can't think of anything else that could go. And even if I get everything else right, I'm not going to take credit on this one because this is a total guess, and I don't know if I'm right or wrong. Maiden speech, so I don't know. I just don't know. Okay, so let's just do a check all real quick and find out where we're at. Confirm. Okay, so it is a maiden speech, but no, over here, that's where I was hemmed up here. Lend. And I don't know what that could be. Lend, as in a loan, right? Or is there another meaning? I guess I'm going to have to reveal that. I don't know. I'll just be sitting around guessing all day long. Add. Okay. I deserve that. I deserve that wholeheartedly. So yes, it's kind of hard to think of any way to, I don't know, add. Makes perfect sense by definition. That is absolutely correct. I just was not thinking, and I'd never heard of a maiden speech before. But that is going to go on my list of to-dos. Is that something that you just do if you're a newly elected member of Parliament, that you're expected to give a maiden speech? I need to find that out because I think that's pretty clever and kind of cool if that's the case. Maiden speech, Parliament. Fantastic. Always getting something out of the Guardian. Always learning something from this fantastic grid. And I need to know about sandpit versus box because that's the other thing I don't know. Versus sandbox. So I've always got my homework to do, which is always kind of fun when I'm sitting and doing nothing, right? You know, I usually pull up a YouTube video on the subject. I listen to it while I'm in the shower or something. I use every moment of my life to learn something, it seems. Like I never just sit down to do jack squat. But all right, out with the old, in with the new. It's been a genuine pleasure. Thank you so much for the comments. Thank you all so much for subscribing. I found out recently some people think that it costs money to subscribe on YouTube, and it absolutely does not. So if you want to, I sure would like to have you be part of the community. So yeah, thank you so much for people, for the people that take the time to comment. It just truly lightens up my day. Some beautiful messages overnight that I got, and so thank you so much. It really had me buzzing, to borrow from Rachel, and had me buzzing for sure. And I was beaming from ear to ear, and now I'm buzzing for sure. Great term. And so thank you for the likes and the subscribes and for the comments. They mean the world to me. Until we see you tomorrow, ich wünsche Ihnen ein schönes, well, I wanted to say Wednesday, but I guess we could probably wish you a very happy Christmas. So, ich wünsche Ihnen ein schönes Weihnachten. Auf Wiedersehen, tschüss, servus, grüß Gott, ciao, Cin-Cin, and in the spirit of Christmas, and happy Hanukkah. I would like to say that it's probably a good idea this time of year to take care of yourself. Be good to your friends and your neighbors, but be especially kind to the person behind you in the queue. Be well out there. We'll see you tomorrow for the Thursday grids. Cheers.